How's it going, Japan Trail Cam? My name is Dan. Thanks again for joining us on another video. Slightly different video for this week, but I'm sure you're going to enjoy. We're going to share with you some of the tips, tricks, techniques, and the things that we keep in mind when we are placing trail cameras in the forest of Japan. Over the past year and a half, we've learned so much from placing our trail cameras, and we'd like to share with you guys some things we keep in mind and how we are finding all of these spots to share with you guys. One of the big things we always keep in mind when placing a trail camera are the basic needs of wildlife. They need to find food, shelter, a mate, take care of their babies, and potentially take a bath. So keeping those 5 simple basic things in mind is what we consider when placing a trail camera. One other thing is we always like to compose a very nice shot. So we always want some unique features like a beautiful log or some great rocks or just an amazing shot in the background to share with everybody. Also potentially some auditory things. So if we're near a stream, we can get some trickling water. I've put a trail camera on a pond before and got some great nighttime frog sounds. So those are a few things that we always keep in mind when we are placing trail cameras. The rest of the tips are going to be from us actually out in the field and indicators we've actually seen and solid proof that wildlife is going to be in the area. So I'm very excited for this. Let's jump right in and see the actual evidence of wildlife in certain areas. So here is a sign of a wild boar. You can see these mud marks right here. It's probably rolled around in some mud and then walked over this little branch, so you can tell that a pig has been in this area. It's a bit hard to pick up maybe on camera, but there's a little path, little trail along that way, and they probably walk right between there. And if you look back up there, right on that tree, you see there mud marks, and you see on that rock. So what they're going to do is rub against that to just brush off dead skin, old hair, just a scratch, a good old scratch. Definitely right here on this rock, you can see right there on that tree those mud marks. And right here on this this rock, I think they come on up and they give themselves a big spider web right there. About to walk through that, but give themselves a good scratch right there on that rock. So this is one indicator we always look for when placing trail cams. So one other thing we like to consider when we're placing our trail cams is the height at what we put it at on the tree. Now I have it actually pretty low here, and the reason for that is the animals that we catch are usually a little bit lower to the ground. We do get a lot of deer, but that's not our main species that we get. The tallest normal animal that we get are wild boar, and they're only going to be maybe up to my hip or so. So I like to keep it down a little bit lower for us. If you're in an area that you're wanting to get more deer, much higher up on the tree, or bear, or animals that are definitely much taller, you want to be a little bit higher. Also, I didn't have to do it with this one, but sometimes we'll find just a, you know, maybe, I don't know, a stick, maybe something like this, just a stick that's in the area, and we'll prop it behind the camera to kind of angle it down just a little bit to get a better angle. Sometimes the camera will just be way too high up, and you're not going to get anybody's face in the shot there. Yeah, so.
This looks like some kind of animal crossroad coming from here across the stream, up there, and down here too.
Going up the tree there, I guarantee you that's a raccoon. But it's always fun to see tracks like this kind of going up the tree. All right, everyone, here is a sign that says Saru ni chui shite kudasai, which basically means beware of monkeys, or be careful of monkeys. Here's another sign that I always love to see when I'm hiking in the forests. Lets me know that there's no hunters in the area. This area can be a little bit wild because they are trying to preserve it for the wildlife. We never like to place it in direct sunlight for obvious reasons. If the sun is just shining right on the camera, it's going to blow the shot out. It's going to be way too bright. So we don't like to do that as well. Here is another indicator that we kind of look for. You can see these acorns in this area, which most likely means something. An herbivore is going to come nibble on these nuts. It's a food source for them. So we look for stuff like this. Here is another sign we look for. That's Pooh. Gonna go out there and say that this is probably maybe tanuki or badger. Pooh. And it looks like there's a little bit of trail here leading down back this way. They probably go down there and get a little drink. I might put a camera over this area. I think it might be interesting to see who uses that little pool of water. Really beautiful area over here. So, hey, and look right there, some acorns. So there's another food source. So we got water in the area and a food source. Here is yet another sign. Do you see all these black feathers, these crow's feathers? So I'm imagining somebody caught a crow and had it for dinner. You see how they're all kind of just scattered all over the place there. So I would imagine this is a great sign of wildlife. And sure enough, everybody walked a little bit around the tree there, and you see kind of the carcass of this crow here. And tanuki will eat this. They're very opportunistic, and raccoons will definitely come after these and eat the carrion there. They're very opportunistic eaters, so good sign of wildlife. All right, so I'm off trail. You can kind of see the trail back there, those ropes and posts back there, but I kind of came back this way. This is another sign we look for. Let me zoom out again here. A little bit of a clearing right here, but can you guys see this line? There's a line that just leads all the way back that way and kind of starts curving back up the hill up this way. That's gonna be a little trail, a little animal highway that we look for when placing up. You can kind of see it right between there. Yep, that's gonna be our little animal highway. It's another sign we look for. So right over here, this area is going to be an indicator of wildlife. You can see how over here the grass is really fluffy and green, and over here it's kind of matted down a little bit. But this is probably where a pig, wild boar, is probably bedding down a little bit and roll around in the grass, scratching. So, and kind of back that way, there is a little bit of a muddy area. And I'm gonna guess, I haven't been here yet, but I'm gonna guess I'm gonna be able to find some tracks. Yep, right there. So can you kind of see these little footprints right here? Right there. That's a good footprint right here, More footprints leading back this way. Can you see it right there? So its hooves are going in right that way. You can see some back there. Yeah, so that's another good sign. You got a muddy, kind of a little bit of a swampy, boggy area. Footprints. We got the smashed down, what is it, the grass over there that they're rolling in. So this is definitely an area that is going to be a great spot to place a trail cam. Lots of activity, I guaranteed, back here. And I think I found my spot. You see this tree right here? See this tree? Right here. We're gonna put it on this tree. And look at this. Look at this area. So many tracks right there. Can you see right there where the mud is kind of lumped up a little bit? That's where the boar was laying down. They were probably kind of wallering right there. You can see back this way, might be a little bit hard to see on camera, but big swath of brown. So they're kind of wallering around here and maybe back there a little bit. And then they're getting out of the bath going this way, maybe getting out of the bath going this way, getting out of the bath going this way. So this tree is just ideally located to catch a lot of the action. So we are gonna get the cam here. So there is the trail camera. Got it placed in this area. Another interesting thing I thought was this limb right there going across. I would imagine owls are gonna perch on that and maybe swoop down and take a bath. So that's another little afterthought I have of this area. Owls using this spot. So we'll see what this catches. All right, everybody, I hope these little tips and tricks and techniques that we use can be a little bit of a help to someone out there in the trail camera hobby. We enjoy what we're doing out here in Japan, and if we can help you with just one thing to help set up your trail cams, that definitely brings us joy, and we're very excited to keep bringing Japanese wildlife to everybody here. So do all that YouTube stuff, like, comment, subscribe. We'll check you out on another adventure. Weekly videos from us. So we'll see you from our patch of the woods next time. Have a great day.